you doing? Chef Pat Marone here. Today I'm going to be making one of my favorite dishes, Cavatelli with sausage, mushrooms, cognac, and a tomato cream sauce. You're going to love it. Cavatelli, sometimes we call it cavadilles. I never named this recipe. I'm going to call it Cavatelli alla Marone. So let's get cooking. All right, let's get started. We got some extra virgin olive oil in a pan over medium-high heat. I heated the pan up first, then put the olive oil in. Now I'm going to add my onions. And add some garlic. That's one Spanish onion. I got about 5 cloves of garlic chopped up. A little cracked black pepper. A little bit of crushed red pepper. I'm going to stir it around a little bit. Let that cook until it gets nice and soft. All right, the onions and garlic have been cooking for about 3 minutes now. And now we're going to add our sausage. What I did was I took 1.5 pounds of sausages, Italian sweet sausages, and I took them out of the casing. You can buy them out of the casing already, but this is about 1.5 pounds. And I put them in there. As you see, I took the casing off. And I'm going to break them apart in the pan. Nice. And let them brown up. Now, originally when I made this dish, I used to use hot sausage. It used to be Cavatellis with hot sausage, and I used to use shallots. So if you don't want to use the onions, you can use the shallots. And this dish, when I made it in a restaurant, we used to put it on specials, and it used to go like crazy. Everybody used to love it. All my friends liked it, and they used to always ask me for the recipe, and everybody would try to make it at home. So it's been a pretty special dish to me, and one of my favorite pasta dishes. So tonight, like, I put the sweet sausage in because the people I'm feeding tonight don't eat spicy, so that's why I'm using sweet sausage. Right? But we put a little crushed red pepper in there, and you can season it up at the table just the way you like it. So we're going to let this cook down until it browns up. All right, the sausage and onions and garlic have been cooking up for another about 3.5 minutes. 3.5 to 4 minutes. See how it's browning up nice? Gonna add some fresh Italian parsley. A little bit of salt. As you notice, I didn't put that much salt in the beginning. That's because I forgot where it was. But anyway, I'm not going to salt it that much because I'm going to be adding cheese to it, so I don't want to make it too salty. All right, the sausage has been cooking down for another 2 minutes. Looking nice. Now we're going to add some mushrooms. All right, we had the mushroom cooking in here for like 2 minutes. We got them mixing around with the sausage. And mushrooms, I put about 10 ounces. I know if you buy the mushrooms from the store, you buy those 8-ounce containers. So I use like 1.5 of them. So about 10 ounces of mushroom. I sliced them up. All right, the mushrooms have been cooking down a little more, about another minute. Now we're going to add our cognac. Now when you add the cognac, you want to keep your face away from the pot. You want to pull it off the stove. If you don't have cognac, you can use brandy. So right here, I'm going to put a little cognac in. We'll pull it away from the stove. Like I said, maybe we'll do it in a couple of intervals because you don't want to burn your house down. So now I pour more in there. There we go. A little flame on there. Oh, geez, I just took my eyelashes off. Right, there you go. Look at that, nice. A little cognac, a little sausage, a little mushrooms, onions. I'm going to cook it out, let that reduce. All right. Reduce the cognac down a little bit. I put like 1/4 cup of cognac in there. You can put more if you like. All right, now I'm going to add the tomatoes. I have a 28-ounce can of San Marzano tomatoes. I crushed them by hand, and now we're going to add the tomatoes. Roll that out of there. All right, we got the tomatoes cooking in there for about a minute. I'm going to put a little more crushed black pepper in there. Crushed, ground, whatever you want to call it, fresh. And then we're going to put some, a little bit of salt. Using sea salt. You can use whatever you like. Put a little bit of salt. Then we're going to put some fresh Italian parsley. And I'm going to put my favorite, fresh basil. Nice fresh basil. Chiffonade. And we're going to stir it around. Let that cook up. And then I'm going to add right now a pint of heavy cream. Let's get it here. A pint of heavy cream. And I want to get the thing in front of the camera. And there you go. Look at that. All right, the sauce has been cooking down for about 5 minutes now. So what we're going to do, I'm going to lower the heat. I'll put it on a little simmer because we got to wait for our gavadils to cook. All right, our sauce is ready. We're cooking for about, I guess, 8 minutes or more. And it's supposed to look like this. See, nice, thickened up. Now what we're going to do is we're going to turn the flame off. And I add some cheese, Pecorino Romano. You can use whatever you'd like. So when I turn the flame off, that's when I add the cheese. And then we're going to add the gavadils. Now we're going to add the gavadils. Now, stir it in a little bit. This is 2 bags of gavadils. This is like, they were 14-ounce bags. So, the pot, if you're a little smarter than me, you would use a bigger pot. But I'm a little bot sometimes. But anyway, it's almost a whole 2 pounds. All right. Now we're going to add a little more fresh basil. And we'll throw a little more fresh Italian parsley. We'll mix it up and we will plate it. We got it by the camera over there. Look at that, nice, huh? A little gabardine. Now we're gonna put a little crushed red pepper for myself. This is for me. That's why I'm doing that. I put a little crushed red pepper on it, and I'm gonna take some fresh locatelli, and I'm gonna grate it over there, nice like that. I like a lot of cheese. I didn't get this size for nothing. All right, and then we're gonna. I'm going to top it with a little bit of fresh basil. Make it look nicey nice. And there it is, baby. And now, for the taste test. If I get it on a fork. This is so good. One of my favorite dishes. I love it. Unbelievable. Thank you for watching my video on Cavatelli alla Marone. Make sure you follow me on Facebook, Instagram, P Marone 329 on Instagram, Pat Marone on Facebook, Chef Pat Marone on Facebook. I'm on LinkedIn if you want to get me on LinkedIn. Also on TikTok. And make sure you subscribe to my YouTube page. I would really appreciate it. And thank you to all that have subscribed to my YouTube page. You guys are great. So, I'll take one bite and ciao.